97 yards rushing and just getting that done on the road against that kind of defense?
Well, I was proud of how they played. They played hard. They've been playing hard throughout the season, and we continue to execute our run game pretty fair. So I'm happy with it.
I mean, without going too overboard, was that kind of the best it's looked in, maybe the past couple of years, considering the quality of opponent?
I don't know that. You guys can judge that. I think our kids have been coming across and hitting people, and we've been running pretty fair most of the season. So I was happy with what they got done.
Jim, Tyler talked about learning, from that fourth quarter of maybe living another down, not forcing stuff on first down. Do you expect him to kind of, learn from that experience? And is that the best way to learn?
Yeah, I think so. I expect him to come out of there a lot better than he was after the ball game. So we expect him to do that, and like he said, he'll learn a lot, and we'll keep moving on.
Jim, in the bye week, it's maybe a time to get some younger guys more reps and stuff instead of being on the scout team. Is there any way that some of those guys can, maybe your crew can step up and get more playing time because of their efforts this week?
That's Coach makes all those decisions on the personnel. We're putting out kids and getting them a lot of reps out there on the football field. Who plays in the games? That's a Coach Dooley deal, so I stay out of that. But we're getting a lot of reps for a lot of young kids today and yesterday, so that was fun to see.
Is that week pretty important in there?
I believe so. I believe you can really fine-tune some individual points that you need to get better as a player and as a unit, which is what we try to get done.
Jim, Georgia played their safeties way back. You guys maybe threw it to Rajon more and things like that. Do you expect teams to maybe play you guys more like that moving forward?
I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Sometimes they'll come in and press you all the time. Sometimes they won't. We just got to deal with what they deal with on the game day. So it's important to be ready for all that stuff. And that was obviously their approach to the ball game. What Mississippi State's will be, I'm not sure. So we'll see.
Just how nice is it to have like a guy like Rajon and catch out of the backfield? You have a tight end.
That's very good. That's a great luxury. All our running backs catch the ball very well, so we're comfortable with whoever's in there catching the ball. They're an added addition to the passing game, and we appreciate it.
When you get Zach showing up consistently, Rajon catching it, I mean, how tough is that to defend when you got five guys of defense? Can put on a game tape and does that give you a lot of options?
Yeah. From my perspective, it's fun that I don't feel like I've got a flea there anywhere that I can't throw the ball to. All our players are playing hard, and when they're getting a chance to make a play, for the most part, they're doing it and they're executing the play the way we like for them to do.
And Zach in particular, how's he doing? When you're talking about the safeties playing back like that, or paying attention to Justin and Patterson, how well is he taking advantage of that?
Oh, I think he's doing a good job now. You're backing him up because of Justin and Patterson. I don't know if that's always the truth why they're backing him up. I believe Zach's ran by a few people also, and I'm comfortable with him playing. He's playing very well. He's playing like an elder statesman should be, and we're really proud of him.
How beneficial is it for Jackson and Bullard to be able to rotate in on the line?
I think it's invaluable. You can't replace those reps any way you can. They're doing a good job.
How's Pig Howard been doing? It seems like
great. I think the last 2 days he's had fantastic practice days, and he's getting better and better every day he goes on the field.
Coach, just Rajon in particular, between the tackles, it seemed like he made a concerted effort to put his head down and pull ahead.
Well, I think Jay's done a great job with all those running backs. They're getting better and better. I see growth and development in them every week, and I hope that continues, and I expect it will. That they have a lot of pride in what they're doing in that room, and they're doing a fine job. They're getting better and better every week.
And I know physicality is a word that gets thrown around a lot.
Oh, yeah.
About the offensive line, but those guys seem like they stayed on blocks, that they were aggressive all day long. Is that, particularly a guy like Jenkins, those kind of guys? Can you just talk about that effort?
Well, they're good football players, and they're physical, and they like to go hit people. So when they're juniors now, they're a little older. There's seldom they're going to see something they haven't seen before. That experience you can't measure it, and they're right in the stage of their careers where they ought to go out and play physical football and play winning football for you. And we're real tickled with how our line played. We think we did a nice job up front.
Chaney in particular seemed to shut down a future first-round pick in Jarvis Jones. Just how would you assess how Chaney specifically did?
Well, I don't know about singling out Chaney. I think the offensive line as a group played a nice job. Chaney's playing well, but so are the other gentlemen. They're doing a nice job.
Is their confidence better after having rough stretches over the last couple of years at times to be playing really well?
I haven't sensed any confidence issues this whole season. What's happened every year is a different year with teams, and this team, for the most part, this season's played with quite a bit of confidence.
Coach, do you feel like you're working with a full complement of tools now? You got Downs back, you got Bullard to go big tights, you got Devrin is a specialty guy, you got the different Wildcat packages. Do you feel like you've got a lot in the garage?
Yeah, I do. I feel like there's quite a bit there to work with. I'm comfortable with what we have.
Is there any problem? Is it you tailor it specifically every week? I mean, like what'll we toss this out, because you can't rep everything. Obviously.
Right. That gets down to things. How much of your pie you want to put in? You just got one size pie, and they're doing a good job with it. I mean, our kids will put a few wrinkles in, but what we found over the years is doing the same stuff you do and do it better every week is kind of the way to go.
How's AJ doing in the Beast?
Well, he scored, so I'm happy. The Beast was good this week. The week earlier, the Beast was good half the time. So we like the Beast, and AJ's good at it, and he loves to do it, and it energizes our offense. So we're excited about that. I think that'll remain a part of us.
Have you guys already started?
Does he have a specific hole he's supposed to hit, or is he just ad-lib back there?
No, we design a hole, and most time he hits it. So we're tickled with that.
Have you guys already started taking a look at Mississippi State's defense and things?
We've been more emphasis on us and what we're trying to get done. Now that'll start moving into that towards the end of this week.
How much was the second half of Florida? You said you kind of regretted abandoning the run. How much was that affect your play calling when you got down 14 against Georgia? It seemed like you guys stuck to the run to keep that tempo.
I'd like to think I have the ability to learn, and I hope that I demonstrated that.
Anything else?
You betcha.